there's a truth that most people miss. It's the kind of truth that echoes through history, buried beneath the noise of quick fixes and empty promises. You've heard it before, but not like this. You've heard the phrase, what the mind can conceive and believe, it can't achieve. But have you ever stopped to wonder if you truly understand it? Or are you one of the millions who simply repeats it, believing success is just around the corner, when in reality, you're walking in circles? Napoleon Hill, the man who built the foundation of modern success thinking, didn't just offer a philosophy. He laid the blueprint for a revolution in thought. A revolution that, if understood in its deepest form, could not only change your life, but the very way you see the world. That we live in a world where success is often seen as a formula. Set a goal, work hard, and success will follow. But Hill's message was far more profound. It wasn't about mere effort. It wasn't about working 12-hour days and hoping your dreams will come true. It was about something deeper, something that lies beneath the surface of everyday ambition. The success Hill spoke of was never about the how. It was about the why. Why you do what you do, why you believe what you believe, and most important, why you're capable of achieving what you dream. Let me ask you, what is your real desire? Do you know it in the deepest recesses of your mind? Or have you confused it with the fleeting goals society has placed before you? Money, fame, status? Are you chasing after what others think is success? Or are you truly aligned with your own vision of greatness? Napoleon Hill's words carry a depth that most overlook because they only understand the surface level, the tips, the tricks, the how-to strategies. But Hill was asking for something far more transformative. He was calling for clarity. The clarity that comes when you look at the world not with your eyes, but with your soul, that you've been led to believe that wealth is a result of struggle. That success is an accumulation of accolades. But what if I told you the path to wealth, real, meaningful, lasting wealth, isn't in a struggle at all? What if it's in the stillness, in the precise, quiet moment where you step outside of your limiting beliefs and align with a deeper force that guides all great creators? What if the real path to success wasn't about doing more, but about becoming more? Becoming more than the version of yourself that believes it's not enough. The path Napoleon Hill outlined is the same path that guided Thomas Edison to revolutionize the world, Andrew Carnegie to redefine what is possible in business, and Henry Ford to build an empire on the very principle of vision and belief. This isn't about blind faith. It's not about hoping something magical will happen if you wish hard enough. Hill's philosophy was rooted in action, but not just any action, focused action. Action that comes from a deep, unwavering belief that success is already yours. That's where most people fail. They think they can work their way into greatness without first aligning their inner world with the success they want to create. But Hill's truth is clear. Success starts inside. It starts in the thoughts you choose to think and the beliefs you decide to adopt. It starts in the silent conversations you have with yourself when no one is watching. If you've ever felt the sting of failure, of dreams unfulfilled, you're not alone. Every great success story, every titan of industry has experienced failure. Edison failed thousands of times before he created the light bulb. Lincoln lost election after election before becoming the president who united a nation. The difference between those who achieve extraordinary success and those who give up is not found in talent or luck, but in their ability to see beyond the failure, to see it not as an end, but as a lesson that propels them forward. But here's the thing, most people, even those who are working hard and pushing forward, are doing it all wrong. They're moving, but they're not moving in the right direction. They're operating from a place of desperation, from a belief that success is something they have to chase down and seize with their bare hands. But what if the real secret to success wasn't about chasing it all? What if it was about attracting success, not by force, but by becoming a magnet for it? Hill didn't just talk about positive thinking. He talked about definiteness of purpose. What does that mean for you? It means this. You need to be so certain of your vision, so clear in your belief that nothing, no obstacle, no failure can shake you. This kind of certainty isn't born from blind optimism. It's born from knowledge. Knowledge that you are on the right path, that you've already decided your fate, and that nothing can stop you. But here's where the magic happens. When you align your inner world with your outer actions, the universe begins to respond. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to walk through life with an almost effortless grace, how they achieve their goals with a sense of flow, while others struggle against the current, no matter how hard they try. That effortless grace isn't luck. It's the result of clarity and belief. It's the result of understanding that success is not a destination. It's a process, a continuous unfolding of your own potential. And that's where Napoleon Hill's true power lies. It's in the understanding that your mind, when aligned with a burning desire and a definite plan, can bend the world to your will. That's the unseen path to wealth. That's the secret. Ask yourself this. What would happen if you let go of the struggle? What if, instead of pushing harder, you leaned into your vision? What if you trusted that success would come? Not because you forced it, but because you believe in it so deeply that the world had no choice but to reflect that belief. Would you stop second-guessing yourself? Would you stop playing small? Would you finally embrace the success that has been waiting for you all along? You see, the first step on this unseen path is perhaps the most essential: definiteness of purpose. It sounds simple, almost too simple. You might be thinking, I already know what I want. I have my goals. But the truth is, most people don't have definiteness. They have wishful thinking. Their goals are like vague ideas drifting in the wind, easily knocked off course. But true success doesn't come from vague intentions. It comes from a crystal clear, unwavering focus on one thing: your purpose. This is where the journey diverges. You must ask yourself, what is your definite purpose? Not your ambitions, not your dreams that shift like clouds, but your one undeniable, all-consuming goal that brings everything else into alignment. For Edison, it was bringing light to the world. For Carnegie, it was revolutionizing the steel industry. For Lincoln, it was preserving the Union and freeing the slaves. These men didn't just have dreams. They had a purpose that defined every waking moment of their lives. And here's the kicker: that purpose is bigger than you. It doesn't only serve your personal gain. It has a ripple effect on the world around you. It's something that connects you to a higher force, something that transcends mere self-interest. Napoleon Hill understood that. He understood that success is never the result of personal accumulation alone. Success is the outcome of vision that serves a greater good, of a purpose that is so clear, so compelling, that it drives you forward with relentless force, even when obstacles arise. Now, ask yourself, do you truly know what that purpose is for you? Not in the abstract sense, but in the most real, visceral way. Can you feel in your bones, in your heartbeat, in the very air you breathe? Or are you still waiting for it to appear, thinking that one day you'll simply figure it out? The reality is, you don't find your purpose by chance. You create it. You decide it. And that decision transforms you. It transforms your very mindset. Now, let's talk about mindset for a moment. The power of mindset in Napoleon Hill's philosophy cannot be overstated. It's the lens through which you see everything: your possibilities, your challenges, your opportunities. Hill said that your mind is like a magnet, constantly attracting what you focus on. This is not some abstract idea. This is a law of nature. If you're fixated on scarcity, you'll attract scarcity. If you're consumed with doubt, you'll find nothing but reasons to remain stuck. But when you cultivate a mindset of abundance, of unwavering belief in your purpose, everything changes. This isn't about blind optimism or pretending that problems don't exist. It's about creating a mental environment where solutions can grow. Imagine walking into a garden that's been meticulously tended. It's rich, vibrant, and full of life. Now imagine that same garden neglected, overrun with weeds, and choking the life out of anything that tries to grow. That's what happens when you neglect your mindset. It becomes overrun with negativity, fear, and doubt. But when you cultivate it with intention, it becomes a fertile ground for success to take root and flourish. And here's the secret: your mindset is the gateway to the next step in Hill's philosophy: belief. You see, belief is the force that powers your vision. It's not just about hoping something will happen. It's about knowing without a shadow of a doubt that it will. This is where most people get stuck. They say they believe, but deep down, they're unsure. They don't believe in themselves, in their purpose, or in the possibility of their success. And that's where the gap lies. But Hill knew something critical that many miss. Belief doesn't have to be instant. It doesn't have to come all at once. You can build belief piece by piece, brick by brick, until it becomes an unshakable foundation. And once you have that belief, nothing in this world can stand in your way. Because belief is magnetic. It attracts opportunities, resources, and the people who can help you on your journey. This is where the story of every great achiever begins. It's not about luck. It's not about being in the right place at the right time. It's about the clarity of vision, the power of belief, and the unwavering commitment to your purpose. Hill knew that success wasn't a distant dream. It was something that could be built step by step with the right mindset, the right beliefs, and the right actions. Now, think about your own life. What beliefs are you holding on to? Are they empowering you, or are they limiting you? Are they helping you move toward your purpose, or are they keeping you stuck in the past? Napoleon Hill's path to success wasn't about just wanting something. It was about believing it was already yours. It's about seeing the goal, feeling it, owning it, and acting as if it's already a reality. That's where the magic begins. As you continue on this path, the next piece of the puzzle is just as essential: clarity. Without it, all the belief in the world means nothing. Clarity is the tool that transforms vision into reality. It's the lens that helps you see the specific actions you need to take to move forward. You can have all the belief in the world, but if you don't have clarity on how to channel that belief, your potential will remain untapped. Imagine you're standing in front of a vast, dark forest. You know your destination lies somewhere deep within, but the path is unclear. Without clarity, you'll be wandering aimlessly, lost in the shadows. But when you turn on the light, when you gain clarity on the exact direction to go, the forest becomes navigable. You see the steps, and suddenly, the journey becomes not only possible, but inevitable. This is the power of clarity. It's what separates those who achieve greatness from those who merely dream of it. And once you have it, once you can see your path with precision, there's no stopping you. Now that you've embraced the power of definiteness of purpose, cultivated an unshakable belief in your vision, and begun to see your path with clarity, it's time to confront the next essential step in Napoleon Hill's philosophy: action. But this isn't just any kind of action. This is the type of action that springs from certainty, from a deep well of belief and clarity. It's the action that turns your ideas into reality, that pushes the world around you to align with your vision. But here's where so many fall short. They mistake activity for productivity. They confuse doing something with doing the right thing. It's not about filling your day with busy. It's about taking deliberate, focused action that moves you closer to your goal step by step. Every action you take should be a conscious decision that leads you to the next step of your journey. And every action should be aligned with your purpose. Think about the greatest innovators in history. Edison didn't sit around waiting for ideas to come to him. Carnegie didn't hope for the steel industry to revolutionize itself. Ford didn't wait for the world to catch up with his vision. No, they took massive action. And they didn't take that action based on the outcomes they thought they could achieve. They took action because they knew that if they just kept moving forward, the world would eventually catch up to their vision. This is where Napoleon Hill's message can be misunderstood. People often think that success is all about having the perfect plan, that you need to know every step of the journey before you begin. But Hill wasn't concerned with perfection. He was concerned with the willingness to take action, even when the path wasn't fully clear. When you act with belief and clarity, the way forward often reveals itself one step at a time. And here's the magic in it. By taking action, you change yourself. You evolve. Each step forward, no matter how small, builds your confidence, strengthens your belief, and deepens your clarity. You're no longer waiting for things to happen to you. You're making them happen. You're no longer a passive participant in life. You're the creator of your own story. That's what Hill meant when he talked about the power of action. It's not about seeking approval or waiting for the stars to align. It's about moving forward, trusting yourself, and letting the results unfold as a natural consequence of your commitment to your purpose. But action alone isn't enough. As you move forward, you'll encounter resistance, obstacles, and setbacks. That's the next critical aspect of Hill's philosophy: resilience. The road to success is never smooth, and if you're not prepared for adversity, it will knock you off course. Resilience isn't just about surviving setbacks. It's about using them as fuel for your growth. It's about seeing failure not as a defeat, but as an opportunity to learn and refine your strategy. It's about understanding that every obstacle, every challenge, is a stepping stone on the way to your ultimate goal. Look at the lives of the most successful people in history. Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Disney was told he had no imagination and went bankrupt multiple times before creating the empire we know today. Lincoln faced tremendous defeat before he became one of the greatest leaders the world has ever known. They didn't let adversity define them. They allowed it to strengthen them. Resilience isn't about being immune to failure. It's about embracing it as part of the process. When you understand this, setbacks no longer have the power to derail you. Instead, they become a signal that you're on the right path. As you face challenges, you'll also encounter something equally important: adaptability. The world is constantly changing, and the path to success isn't always linear. You might have a clear vision, but the landscape around you may shift in ways you didn't expect. This is where adaptability comes. It's the ability to adjust your methods without compromising your ultimate goal. It's about being flexible enough to change course when necessary, but committed enough to stay true to your purpose. Napoleon Hill knew that success requires a balance between vision and flexibility. While your purpose should remain unwavering, your approach should be fluid. If you're too rigid, you'll miss opportunities that could take you to even greater heights. If you're too focused on a single method, you might ignore better ways of achieving your goal. Adaptability is what allows you to stay aligned with your vision while responding to the ever-changing world around you. This is one of the reasons why learning is such a critical part of Hill's philosophy. Success isn't just about having a vision and taking action. It's about learning from every step you take, every failure, every success, and every interaction with the world. Those who succeed are not just the ones with the best ideas. They're the ones who keep learning, adapting, and refining their approach. Resilience and adaptability don't just make you stronger, they make you smarter. They teach you how to navigate the complexities of the world and empower you to act with greater precision. This is where you begin to evolve into the person capable of achieving the extraordinary. And as you evolve, so too does your capacity for success. Now, let's return to the idea of gratitude. You might be thinking, how does gratitude fit into all this? Gratitude, in Hill's philosophy, is not just about being thankful for the good things in your life. It's about being thankful for everything. It's about embracing the process, every part of the journey, the wins and the losses, the progress and the setbacks. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It grounds you in the present moment, allowing you to see that every step forward, every piece of learning, every experience is a gift.
Gratitude doesn't just improve your mental state, it accelerates your success. When you adopt an attitude of gratitude, you open yourself to receive even more. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You attract success, not because you force it, but because you embody the mindset that allows it to flow to you. As you move forward, remember this: the road to success isn't a straight line. It's a winding path full of lessons, growth, and transformation. But with clarity, belief, action, resilience, adaptability, and gratitude, you are more than capable of navigating that path. You are already on the journey to greatness. And the greatest part? You've only just begun. As you stand at the edge of this path to success, you're beginning to see that everything, from the clarity of your purpose to the belief that powers your every action, has been leading you to this moment. You've embraced resilience in the face of setbacks, adaptability when things don't go as planned, and gratitude for the lessons each step offers. But there's one more piece to this puzzle, perhaps the most significant of all: learning. The journey to success isn't about reaching a final destination, it's about evolving, constantly. Every day, every challenge, and every moment offers an opportunity for growth. Napoleon Hill understood this deeply. He knew that success wasn't a static achievement, it was a dynamic, ever-evolving process. The most successful people in the world, the ones who create legacies, don't stop learning. They continue to expand their knowledge, hone their skills, and grow in ways they never imagined. Think about the greatest minds in history. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just a painter, he was an inventor, a scientist, and a relentless learner. He believed in the power of curiosity and saw every failure as an opportunity to learn. Edison didn't just invent the light bulb, he learned from every failed experiment. He said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His resilience wasn't just mental, it was intellectual. He understood that knowledge itself was the key to unlocking new doors. Success is not a point in time, it's a state of perpetual evolution. And this evolution doesn't stop once you achieve what you think you want. It deepens, and it refines you into someone capable of even greater success. The act of learning is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about applying that knowledge, adapting it to the challenges at hand, and using it to elevate yourself. You might think that learning is just for students, or those at the beginning of their journey. But the truth is, learning is a lifelong endeavor. It doesn't matter how far you've come. If you stop learning, you stop growing. And if you stop growing, you stop succeeding. The world around you is changing every moment, and the only way to stay ahead is to continuously evolve with it. And this doesn't just mean formal education, it means being a lifelong student of life. But let's make one thing clear. It's not just about accumulating knowledge for the sake of knowledge. It's about using that knowledge to fuel your actions, to refine your decisions, and to propel you closer to your purpose. Learning is a tool, just like your mindset, belief, and clarity. It is what gives you the wisdom to make the right choices when faced with uncertainty. So, think for a moment. When was the last time you truly learned something new? Not something that simply added to your already established understanding, but something that changed the way you saw the world. This could be a new skill, a new perspective, or a lesson gleaned from a failure. The power of learning is in its ability to reshape your reality, to expand your capacity for success. It's what allows you to adapt, innovate, and break through barriers. And learning isn't just about books and courses, it's about experience. Every failure you encounter is a lesson. Every success you achieve is a lesson. Each interaction with others, each new person you meet, has something to teach you. And when you approach each of these moments with a mindset of growth, you'll see the opportunities to learn everywhere. Now, consider this. Once you've embraced the learning process, your growth accelerates. You begin to see not just the obvious opportunities, but the hidden ones. You begin to see solutions where others see problems. You begin to understand the world with a new depth. And with that understanding, your power to create success multiplies exponentially. But remember, learning also requires humility. It requires the ability to admit when you don't know something and the courage to seek out the answers. It requires you to set aside the ego and allow yourself to grow, even when it's uncomfortable. The most successful people are not the ones who know everything. They're the ones who are willing to admit they don't, and are hungry to learn more. And in the process of learning, you'll also begin to understand something fundamental about success. It's not just about what you achieve. It's about who you become along the way. Napoleon Hill's path to success wasn't just a list of principles for getting rich. It was a roadmap for personal transformation. Every success, every failure, every lesson is not just about building wealth. It's about building character, wisdom, and strength. Success, in its truest form, isn't about what you gain. It's about who you evolve into as you chase your dreams. The heart of this journey is a radical shift in perspective. Instead of seeing success as something you achieve, start seeing it as something you become. You are not simply working toward a goal. You are transforming into the person capable of achieving that goal. And as you grow, your capacity for success grows with you. This is the true meaning of wealth, of success. It's not just about dollars in your bank account or accolades on your wall. It's about becoming a person who attracts wealth, opportunity, and greatness. It's about becoming someone who no longer chases success, but attracts it effortlessly because your mind, your actions, and your beliefs are perfectly aligned with it. So, let's bring this all together. Everything you've learned, the clarity, the belief, the purpose, the action, the resilience, the adaptability, the gratitude, and the learning, has been preparing you for this moment. The moment you realize that success isn't some distant future you're chasing. It's a present reality that you're already stepping into. And all you need to do is fully embody it. You are already on the path. You've already taken the first steps. Now, it's time to make this journey your own. You're not just seeking success, you're becoming it. And the world is waiting to see the incredible person you're about to become. So, take a deep breath. Know that the road ahead will not always be easy. But know this too, you're more than capable. The unseen path to wealth is yours for the taking. And with every step, you will become the person who attracts not just success, but greatness. We've reached the most profound and transformative part of this journey, the realization that the path to success is not linear, and it's not just about achieving your goals, but about the person you become in the process. As we close this chapter of your journey, let me remind you of something crucial. The principles Napoleon Hill shared, while revolutionary, were never about quick wins. They weren't about shortcuts or hacks. They were about deep, authentic transformation. About evolving into a person who doesn't merely chase after success, but who becomes a magnet for it. About becoming a person whose mind, actions, and beliefs are perfectly aligned with their purpose. This is the essence of Hill's timeless wisdom. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, it's easy to forget that true success is not something that happens overnight. It's a continuous process. It's a way of being. And just like any great journey, the real value lies in who you become along the way. This is where you stand now, at the precipice of something extraordinary. You've learned that success isn't just about doing, it's about being. It's about aligning your inner world with your outer world and recognizing that the true measure of success isn't the destination, but the transformation you undergo to get there. This is your moment of clarity. You don't need to wait any longer. The world is waiting for the version of you who is clear, confident, and committed. The version of you who believes that success is already yours. All that's left is to step into that version. You've already made the first crucial decision, to live with intention. And now, as you continue this journey, your growth is inevitable. Your next steps are the foundation of this powerful transformation. Whether it's taking that first step toward a new goal, reinforcing your belief in yourself, or committing to consistent, focused action, each step will take you closer to the success you desire. The key is to embrace this moment, to know that success isn't far off, it's already happening within you. Remember, success is not a destination, it is a way of being. And the world will respond to the energy you project. You are not simply chasing success. You are becoming the very embodiment of it. As you move forward, hold on to this. You are more than capable. You are worthy of every success you desire. The journey will challenge you, but it will also shape you into the kind of person who not only achieves their goals but changes the world in the process. So, take a deep breath and begin the next chapter. The unseen path to wealth is yours to walk, and you are more than ready. The future is waiting, and it's yours to create. It's clear now that you've begun to fully understand the power of Napoleon Hill's message. Success is not something you achieve in a vacuum, it's something that grows and evolves within you as you walk the path of clarity, belief, action, and transformation. You've embraced the idea that success isn't just about the outcome, but about who you become along the way. This is the heart of Hill's philosophy. As you take this newfound knowledge and integrate it into your life, always remember that the journey ahead will challenge you, but it will also empower you. The struggles, the setbacks, the moments of doubt, these are not signs to stop. They are stepping stones to the success that is already within you. Success isn't a destination you race toward, it's a state of being that you cultivate day by day. And with that, let me leave you with one final truth. You are not alone on this journey. The unseen path to wealth has been walked by countless others before you, great minds like Edison, Carnegie, Lincoln, and Disney. They all faced struggles, they all encountered obstacles, but they persevered because they understood that true success is an internal process. The world didn't give them their success, it was their mindset, their purpose, and their unwavering belief that attracted it to them. So now, take what you've learned and walk forward with confidence. Trust in your ability to create the life you desire. Trust in the power of your thoughts, your actions, and your inner clarity. The unseen path is yours to walk, and every step you take will bring you closer to the extraordinary success you're destined for. This is your time. You've already begun to unlock the power within you. Keep moving, keep believing, and above all, keep becoming. The world is waiting for the greatness that you are about to unleash. Now, take that first step. The future belongs to you. I'm glad we've taken this journey together. You're now equipped with the knowledge and mindset to create lasting success in your life. The unseen path to wealth isn't just a theory, it's a process you can actively engage with every day. Keep your purpose clear, your belief unwavering, and your actions intentional. Now, as you move forward, remember, this is just the beginning. Each step you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. Keep learning, keep growing, and embrace every challenge that comes your way. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness. You've got everything you need to succeed. Good luck on your journey, and remember, the path to wealth is as much about who you become as it is about what you achieve. Stay strong, stay focused, and above all, keep moving forward. I'm glad we've walked this path together. It's been a journey of transformation, and now it's time for you to take what you've learned and create the life you've always imagined. The unseen path to wealth is yours to navigate, and you are fully equipped to move forward with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Remember, the key to true success is continuous growth. Keep believing, keep acting, and keep becoming the person who attracts greatness. You've got this. If you found value in this journey and want more insights like this, be sure to subscribe, like, and stay tuned for the next steps. The road ahead is yours. Keep walking with purpose, take care, and here's to your success.